This podcast may contain explicit language and maybe some other sexual things.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to Gassy Radio.
All your gaming, anime, superhero entertainment needs. Waft in, because it's coming for you. This only happens one time because it's our introductions. And welcome to episode 1, sirs and ladies. Oh, yeah. Sorry, we're still a little heated from the atomic wings we just ate, but I'm Randy Lee Beasley, owner of the award-winning Pepper Scar Productions and co-owner of Roran Films. I am the vendor coordinator for the MightyCon, Comic-Con conventions around the Midwest. Work at Geek Inc. I collect everything Star Wars, from clothes to little coins to galactic connections, or like Pogs, to figures, open and unopened, Legos. I got trading cards from Gundam to the Crow to friggin' Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon. I collect everything, and and comics, of course. People know me, they know, and a giant shrine to Kevin Smith, because he is my master, my mentor, and a friend that I don't know, because I've never met him in real life. But if I ever met him, I'd probably be his friend. All right, and who do I have right next to me?
And I am Luigi. Yeah, Mario name. Gotcha.
It's me.
Yeah, cue the 30 frickin' jokes that I've already heard. I collect everything from comic books to anime to freaking everything. I've got pop figures galore. Really big into DBZ. Oh, I can't even tell you how many freaking pops and figures and everything that I have. Almost have everything on Blu-ray too.
I said, oh God, because of Luigi right here. I'm addicted to pop figures now.
Oh yeah, got him addicted to pop figures, and his wife threatened to kill me, so.
We were up in the Dells for a little bit before the Madison MightyCon, and there was this machine that had a Darth Vader pop vinyl, which is pretty rare, and he doesn't have his mask. And I'm like, oh, we'll win it, we'll eventually play it. And he's like, let's play it. I'm like, oh, we'll eventually play it. Last day, on the way back to leaving, I put a buck in.
$1.
And I won it. And now I have like 20 pops because of Luigi. Oh, yeah.
Actually, I think it was more or less because of the Yoda that I bought you right after that.
At Madison MightyCon, he got me a glow-in-the-dark Ghost Yoda. So, of course, the Force Ghost Yoda, and now I have so many.
Oh, my God. His collection is just absolutely remarkable. It's way bigger than mine, by any means.
That doesn't matter. He started it. He's the pop guy. But all right, on this first episode, well, let me just tell you, we're going to have different segments for this podcast. It's not just one jumbled mess. It is a bunch of different segments where we're covering stuff anywhere from superheroes, comics and movies, to entertainment, to anime, to the newest trading card releases, to comics.
Video games, we got freaking everything.
Games, the latest comic convention, we're going to cover a little bit of C2E2 here. I was just there this past weekend. We're prepared.
I know. This guy, I work over at the MightyCon as well, and this guy goes without me.
I'm sorry, sir. But I know passes are limited there. Like, it's a field day fuckfest.
Oh my God, it's so packed they have to limit the tickets.
Alright, so, we're gonna kick this off with the first little thing. We might as well kick it off like this, with the current conventions. Your feet are tired because you're walking around all fucking day. It's current conventions. Alright, you just heard our little jingle introduction here. We just had C2E2. And I gotta say, it's very big. It's a very big show. I would say because of how much vendors and artists have to pay to be there, they can't give people deals and discounts like you can at the MightyCons. So that is the only downside.
Yeah, you were telling me about a couple of pop figures that you were looking at.
Yeah, it's the last day. It's Sunday, 30 minutes before the floor's being cleared and everyone has to get off who's not a vendor. And this guy had at least 40 of the Super Saiyan God Gokus and 40 of the Golden Friezas, and they do go for about 45 apiece. Excuse me. And it's the last day, and I'm like, what would you do for 2? Like, maybe he'll do 50 or 60 for 2, because he just wants to get rid of them. Couldn't do it. And his exact words, like, man, I would if I could. That everyone was just trying to make back what they'd put into the shows. And that's the main complaint with Wizard World, too. It's more expensive than C2E2, and they barely break what they put into the show to have everyone there.
I've heard a lot about that. I've heard a lot of complaints about that.
And another thing, the C2E2, yeah, it's cool. The guest there, I actually got to meet Ming Chen from Comic Book Men, Robert Bruce, who is a producer for Comic Book Men, and he does a bunch of shows. He's more of a businessman than a celebrity, and meeting him was awesome. I talked to him for like a good 40 minutes. And I also got to meet the Nostalgia Critic from Channel Awesome. He's local, and we're trying so hard to get him into Mighty Cons. He will come eventually. He even said that. He just has the bigger cons, which are kind of around the same time. But hey, I told him, there are DuPage Mighty Cons 2 or 3 times a year. Milwaukee 2 or 3 times a year. That's another good thing about our shows. We come back in the same year. You don't have to wait a whole nother year. And each show, the ticket, the gate, how many people come in is amazing.
Yeah, you were saying there's about 10 shows a year, right, for MightyCon?
Minimum.
So, yeah.
We have the new St. Louis show this year. We have the new Quad City show this year. Soon we'll be trying to get a place in Detroit, or I recommended Ann Arbor. It's a big college town. Not a lot of stuff goes on there. I'm from Michigan, actually, so it's just a boring state. Hunting and fishing is pretty cool, though. But anyway, back to C2E2, and it was great. The costumes were freaking amazing.
Oh, man, I really wish that I could have gone over there.
I tried to get you in, and I don't think Bill had a problem with it. It's just we had so many people coming to help. It's just like we wouldn't have had enough passes. A couple times we had to break some rules to make sure Amber and I got in, but it was fun. It was a funny time, though. It was cool. We always had a pass around.
The entire time that he's over there, I'm getting pictures sent to me. I'm seeing him on Facebook. I'm just like, dang. Well, at least it's almost like I'm right there with him.
And I thought you had to be connected to Wi-Fi, and they had Wi-Fi there, but everyone's using it, so it was not worth it. I thought you had to be connected to Wi-Fi to do Facebook Live. Oh, there's a ghost down here. I thought you had to be connected to Facebook to do Facebook Live, and you don't have to, so that was a boo-boo on my part. Also, before we go into this more, Luigi and I were training for the next episode of Flame On Hot Challenges, one of Pepper Scar Productions' new web series, along with the Star Wars fan fights coming out soon. We'll get into that later.
Where I am a regular, and I am pretty sweaty.
And we just we're training. We had some Atomic Wings like 10 minutes ago. Now we're looking at 2 peppers from Maxwell Street, Chicago. 2 of the hottest peppers I've ever eaten in my life. Sitting in front of us. So throughout this podcast, we're going to be taking bites of this pepper, and you're going to hear it, and it's going to be pretty amazing. But
besides the fact that we just ate an Atomic Wing, well, he ate way more than I did. I had 1 wing, and he had like 5.
Yeah,
5.
I ate 4 of them. I have like 3 left. So anyway, but back to C2E2. There really wasn't much more to do. Like even like the celebrities were cool, but like people, even like washed up old Power Rangers, were charging, and this is only for the Power Rangers who are douchebags, that were charging like 60, 70, 80 bucks just to get a picture taken or audio recordings. And I'm like, no, you come to MightyCon, most of the famous comic book artists we have, and we do have a lot, and we have one I can't announce yet that's coming to Milwaukee MightyCon on 7/24. People are going to freak out. We have George Perez coming to the St. Louis MightyCon. George Perez, if you don't know who he is, you shouldn't be listening to this podcast. It's just, I don't know. I can't. That's another gripe I have with C2E2, the celebrities. Like, I met John Cusack when he was just walking the floor Saturday morning. And he is one of the greatest actors I've ever seen on screen. Great person. And yes, he did charge for autographs and stuff. But he was making sure people who were coming up to him when he wasn't at his autograph booth didn't take pictures because he didn't feel it was fair to the people that his management makes pay for his pictures. But he shook everyone's hand. He was just a cool guy. Mick Foley was there. It was fun. But this brings to C2E2. Nothing really much more to say about that. But this brings us to another segment called Randy's Rants.
Fucking hell! You are now listening to Randy's Rants. All right, now with Randy's Rants, our favorite show growing up, Power Rangers. You gotta love them. Most of them, on and off screen, were very, very nice, genuine people, except for our Red Ranger friend.
I'm not gonna say his full. No, I am. Austin St. John. Dude, what the fuck is your problem? What in the flying fuck is your problem? I was watching Channel Awesome's coverage of C2E2. They did an interview with this guy, all right? And they brought up the new Power Rangers movie. And this fucking guy, he's not involved. You can see it on his face. He just kind of goes like, he doesn't say, oh, I wish them well or anything. Like Karen Ashley, they interviewed the second Yellow Mighty Morphin Ranger. She was nice. She's cool. But Jason David, sorry, he's the coolest. Austin St. John, Jason, the original Red Ranger, he is such a douche. He goes, I don't know about that, and I can't really tell everyone my full opinions on it right here, right now. And he said something along the lines of, like, he couldn't have been too... Oh, the heat's kicking on. It's okay. You won't hear that for many podcasts. We're definitely upgrading to a suite here soon. It's going to be awesome. But this guy has literally said that in the past years, or about a year or two, he hasn't been able to follow up or keep up with any of the pulp culture or the new Power Rangers movie because he was fighting in the war. Get the shit out of here, you red bastard. You were not fighting in the fucking war. I'll tell you that right now, because for the past 2 years, you've been trying to get people to friggin' pay for your Indiegogo movie that you're acting in. You are not in the war. Don't try to use the war to get sympathy. Be like, oh, I don't know about the new Power Rangers movie. Yeah, because I'm fucking in the war. You're such an asshole. Speaking of him being an asshole, I'm pretty sure everyone has agreed on this statement. When they first met, the first couple of months of production on the original Power Rangers show, MMPR, this fucking guy told everybody that he killed 2 people in the fights that he was in. That's how much of a badass he was. That 2 of the fights he was in, he killed people and he doesn't regret it. This is what kind of this asshole is. This friggin' chotch. Don't come saying, oh, it's so cool. I mean, the kids that liked us now are adults and they like us. They don't like you. They're just trying to get their merchandise signed by you, bitch. End of rant.
Well, now that we're all fired up and it's freezing, let's take a bite of our first.
The first bite, we have to chew for 3 seconds of our hot peppers. And
oh, God.
Go. Jesus Christ.
I just took a second bite.
I'm not taking a second bite because I've had these. Fuck. Oh, my God. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think mine's a dud. Oh, nope, there it is.
Yeah, no. Oh, God. Oh, God. While we're dying on this hot pepper, let's scooch into our next little segment. Video.
Admin controlling, grab that beer. It's game time. All right, first up on our video game segment, I would really, really love to discuss one of my favorite games of all time. I grew up with this as a child. Final Fantasy VII. We've all heard of the remake. We're all excited for it, but we got one little hiccup, guys. It's episodic. Everybody knows what that means. You're going to have episode 1 through whatever.
All for one game.
All for one game. Now, I have heard rumors of possibly doing the same thing that Hitman did, which they make it episodic, and then at the end of the year, they're going to release a full game. Now, that being said, I really hope they make this game great, dude.
I would have to agree.
They got to up the graphics. They got to... Hopefully they tweak the storyline a little bit. I don't want to rush into the same game. I want a little bit of a surprise. But the part about being episodic, for the big fans out there, try to cut yourself off right before the end. We don't want any spoilers. You don't want any spoilers. It's either that, if you can't wait, go episodic. I definitely would. Or wait for the full game. If there's no full game release, just wait till everything's out. Buy it all at once. That's my big recommendation. Next up on our list, this one's everybody loves Digimon. You love Digimon, right?
I love Digimon.
Have you played the new game yet?
I have not. But I have seen you play it.
Oh, that's that pepper.
Hot peppers, yep.
Ooh. Game's good. Game's good.
He's dying from the hot peppers.
I am still dying from that hot pepper. The game's good. It's been so long since we've had a Digimon game. I heard that this one came through because of a petition.
It was released in Japan.
Yeah, but I haven't seen a single review for it, so I guess I'm just going to have to make my own. Game's great, to be honest. It's got a good storyline. You're the protagonist. Obviously, you get to make your own name because this is an RPG. You play a cyber sleuth who dives into the digital world, finds Digimon friends, and it's a little Pokemon based too. For those Pokemon fans out there that loved capturing the Pokemon and collecting them all, they do have, it's a scan feature that they have with this. Every time that you get into a battle, it scans maybe 10 to 20% of a Digimon, and then once you get to 100%, you can go back to your Digilab, and you can convert it into actual data, which will give you a Digimon. The only problems that I have with it are that there are a couple of Digimon missing, and a couple of Digi-Eggs missing, things of that nature. But overall, I'd probably rate this about a 7 out of 10.
Awesome.
All right.
What
What
I
else?
have one thing to throw in there. This is really quick. Get excited. They just re-released Pokemon Yellow, Blue, and Red for the 2/3DS. And the new Pokemon Bank. Whatever Pokemon you collect in those 3 games, you can transfer to the brand new series of Pokemon. The next generation, Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. Get ready. Oh, and
man.
we're super excited for Pokemon Go, too.
Very, very excited. I am super excited for that one
See
because...
that stupid trailer where they used like a Master Ball on an Ivysaur?
What?
They used, I'm pretty sure it was an Ivysaur. They used a fucking Master Ball on something that and you could light that thing on fire and it would die.
This is true. I mean...
Don't save it for Mewtwo. Let's fucking use it on an Ivysaur. Oh, God forbid we have to catch that Ivysaur.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, I don't know if they're actually going to have like a Mewtwo or anything, and it looks like it's just going to be, from what the commercial showed, it's going to be like a weird challenge kind of thing. So... And I'm not happy about having to buy Pokeballs. I'm telling you that right now. We better get some free ones each day. But yeah, no, Pokemon. I'm so excited that they're actually upping the graphics for the old ones. I used to play those constantly. I loved Yellow because I used to name my character.
It was a Pokemon game based off of the anime, which was based off of the original Pokemon games.
Exactly.
It was amazing.
Exactly.
Let's see what else we got here.
Yeah, let's see what else we got here. God dang it. That's...
We're in the leaky cauldron right now with all this water, rain, fire, and rumbling. We're recording live.
Here we
from the
go.
Leaky cauldron.
All right. Also, the last thing that I want to talk about. All you Kingdom Hearts fans out there. Jesus Christ, when are they going to make that third one? We have seen update after update about the release date. How do you have a release date for a release date? Just give us the game. I mean, I understand that you guys are trying to tweak it. I want a good game. Give it to us good. But, come on. We've been waiting for years for this thing, and you keep dangling it in front of our face. I think it's time to give the fans what they want.
I'm just pissed that it's either, here's the newest port, or here's the newest remake. It's the same shit. We want a sequel. It's like
Right.
waiting for Half-Life 3. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Right, and all the good sequels, they take forever. They're good sequels, don't get me wrong. It's just the time span for these things. I understand that we all want a good game. Don't rush it by all means. Any of you programmers out there that are working on these things, that are listening to us. But pick up the pace a little bit. I mean, you
Come on now. Take a bite of a pepper.
All right. All right. Let's see. We've covered pretty much everything.
And Rockstar Games, fix your servers. Please. We love Grand Theft Auto 5, but we want to play with our friends. Don't stop fucking around.
I don't know if anybody else has had this problem, and I would really love to hear if anybody else did. Please fix those servers. We can play all day online and with anybody else, but as soon as we jump into servers with our friends, it's kicking us constantly. And that PlayStation Network chat keeps kicking us too. I don't know if it's a PlayStation Network or Rockstar, but somebody's got to get their heads out of
We've
their
done
butts.
our paperwork and did our test. It's not our Wi-Fi. What the hell's going on, motherfucker?
Exactly. All right. And now I believe we are on to movies. What do we got going on, Randy?
This next segment is our superhero movie segment. Or just, yeah, the superhero segment. Here's the jingle.
Yes, you're listening to the superhero section. I killed Miss Piggy and ate her bacon for breakfast.
All right.
This one I am very, very excited for, guys. Batman versus Superman.
Oh, yes.
My God.
Team Batman over here.
Oh, I am definitely Team Superman. I got my Superman hoodie on and my Superman beanie, and I'm ready to rock
I
it.
got my Batman shirt on and my Justice League underwear, and Superman's mouth is on my dick hole.
And that's a little more information than I needed, but that's okay.
You must entertain the masses.
But I heard that we got a little bit of a wonky rating here. We've heard that the movie's good, but the best thing about it is Ben Affleck.
Yes, there's a lot of bad reviews out for Batman vs. Superman, saying it's too much in one. They're doing the mistake of the original Spider-Man trilogy. They're saying that the plots don't all jive up together and everything. That pepper's hot, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But the main compliment is Ben Affleck plays a great, brooding, badass, hardcore Batman, and that only makes me more tingly about it.
And for all you fans out there, I'm going to see it on Thursday, and I am pumped. But, you know, I do have to agree with, there's too much going on in the movie. I thought this was supposed to be a Superman sequel, and it looks like it's trying to...
It's definitely, like, for another thing, like, it's like Batman origin story without his real origin story. It's mainly Batman with Superman and Wonder Woman thrown in.
But, so it's not a Superman. What it is it's a Justice League prequel. Why wouldn't you have called it Dawn of Justice or something like that and thrown everybody in? This doesn't sound like our typical sequel. It just sounds like there's too much going on with Doomsday's in this one. We got Wonder Woman, we got Batman, we got Superman. Lex Luthor. I mean,
characters. Oh, and like, what Jenna Malone was confirmed for the movie, but only for the R-rated cut that's released on Blu-ray.
Which, of course, I'm going to buy.
And she's like Barbara Gordon, so it's like the only time you get to see Barbara Gordon is in the rated R cut. I don't know. I'm excited still.
Yeah, regardless, I'm going to see it on Thursday. I hope it's everything that we need it to live up to be, because from whatever I hear from fans, Marvel's kicking butt and DC's kind of lacking a little bit here.
Slow.
We
They need to catch up.
We need some good DC movies, guys.
Come on, you can hear us. The four of you listening, tweet this. DC needs better movies. But great segue, by the way. We'll go right into. I don't have anything else to say. Like as I say, Marvel. There's really not more information out for superhero movies right now, except for the fact that recent trailer that was dropped last week with Spider-Man in the end of the trailer for Captain America: Civil War.
All right, I also want to put something out here, guys. Don't just get excited for Spider-Man here. We've seen Spider-Man. We've seen 5 of his movies. Great character.
And to all you morons complaining about the costume, that is like his original costume design. So like, if you're a fan of the comics, you should be like, that's amazing.
This is a Captain America movie.
Yes.
That's what it is. It's for Captain America. So go in thinking, I'm not going to see a lot of Spider-Man, but I might catch a couple of glimpses. But this is a Captain America movie, and it's done well. All of the franchises done well so far. I love those movies, to be honest.
Yeah. It's like the best cinematic universe out there besides Star Wars. Even a bit more in tune than Star Wars, because there's just so many movies. And they're finally bringing Thunderbolt Ross back from the Incredible Hulk movie with Edward Norton. He's back after like 10 movies later.
Oh, great.
He's in the trailer. He's the one sitting Cap down telling him, like, you can't do this shit anymore. You're blowing up stuff. Cities are falling. You're killing people. Cats and dogs living together. Mass hysteria.
Well, I do love that the Avengers were never made to
Bite of the pepper?
save people. Oh, bite of the pepper. Oh yeah. The Avengers were never there to save people. They were there to avenge the fallen. And for all they do in these movies, I'm liking the grittiness of these.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh, that pain, though.
No, the last bite's going to be the worst because you get all the seeds. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm already starting to burn up over here.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I got a seed in my throat.
This is hotter than the atomic sauce.
I wouldn't say it's hotter than the atomic sauce. I'd just say that's raw.
Oh, God.
That is some raw heat right there. But
What are we talking about? Spider-Man. It needs to be a Captain America movie.
You got to go in thinking it's a Captain America movie. Don't be expecting that this is going to be a Spider-Man movie.
Shut up, Jarvis.
We do have Jarvis here in studio, but we told him to piss off. But, yeah, don't go in expecting a Spider-Man movie. We're going to get one. They do have one releasing 2019, I think?
2017.
2017. So we got one coming up next year. Get stoked for it. Looks like, from what I've heard, we got actually a decent Spider-Man coming in, but nobody's actually seen the movie yet, so we're just going to have to find out.
Don't grade everything on the trailer. Like the original Ghostbusters movie, trailer was shit. That movie's amazing.
Whew.
The reboot Ghostbusters trailer is shit. The movie's probably going to be shit. Not because of the female cast, but because it just looks like shit. Anyway, next up.
But I do want to say something. Because he was just talking about a trailer, and we just mentioned the Avengers trailer. Or the Captain America trailer. Don't judge a book by its trailer. Because that trailer could be shit, but trust me, that movie could be great. Or that trailer could be great, and that movie could be shit. You never know.
Oh, yeah.
So, I was going with a clear head, guys.
And then the last little piece of material for here, it's really for the superhero news, superhero movie news. Daredevil Season 2 releasing on Netflix. Holy shit.
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh my god. Better than Season 1. The Punisher, Shane from Walking Dead.
I've heard that.
The Punisher's amazing. It's a great story. And the Kingpin is still badass in that. It's just great. Elektra's badass in it. You gotta see it.
It's just a slow start. That first season, it's got to pick up a little bit of speed for me. But I watched a couple episodes and I was just like, I can't get into this. But now I know I have to get into this. There's way too much hype behind it.
And they hit the Luke Cage teaser trailer at the very end too.
Ooh, now we got something cooking here.
And I was gonna save this for the entertainment section, but meh, it's superhero related. Kevin Smith, my idol, directing an episode of The Flash.
Oh my god, I can't wait for that episode. What is it, in 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
I think it's 2 weeks.
Oh my god, I'm really excited for that, to be honest.
If it came out already or it's next week, we don't know. We watch on Hulu.
Yeah, this is true. So we usually watch it on
really-
Wednesdays.
We don't like TiVo it or anything or DVR it. So whenever we figure it out, we'll figure it out. So don't give us shit. We're gonna watch it as soon as we can.
Right. We are definitely going to watch it. But speaking of Kevin Smith, I just sat down and watched Tusk. Great movie, by the way.
It's so messed up, but so wonderful.
Oh my god, so wonderful. Oh, it was a brilliant movie. I do have to give you props. So that's what's getting me pumped up for this Flash. Oh my god, I just can't wait. And from one of his podcasts, I heard he's making a movie called Moose Jaws, which that just sounds hilarious. So I am going in.
It starts
fully
with
loaded for
Tusk,
some laugh.
ends with Moose Jaws, and they're throwing Jay and Silent Bob in it, thus making it a part of the View Askew universe. It's going to be amazing. We got Clerks 3 coming out, Clerks 2 coming out, and yes, I'm considering Kevin Smith in the superhero category because he can be.
Yeah, he's directing The Flash. How can he not be?
Exactly.
He's a nerd just like the rest of us guys.
Yeah. He gets you so nerded up, he puts his nerd wang in your nerd ear, and you have a nerd baby on your brain. Crazy.
A nerd baby on your brain.
And now we'll switch to our final topic.
Goku, use your spirit bomb.
God damn it, shut the fuck up, Krillin.
Oh, anime. It's what we like to watch. But we're not watching you. Sleep at night. I see your teddy bear.
Alright, guys, we got our anime segment here, and that's one I'm super excited for.
It's our final segment, therefore we'll take our final bite of the pepper. We're not going to be doing this every podcast either, so eat a dick.
Yeah, this is just, we wanted to do something
Training.
special. Some training for our hotness, and we wanted to do something special for you folk out there to get a nice laugh. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Cheese.
Cheese and crackers, cheese
Oh,
and crackers.
Satan just blew his load on my tongue.
Oh, my God, it feels like I just gave Satan a rim job.
Ah!
All right. One of my favorites here, which I just mentioned before, Dragon Ball Z. We've gone through the Dragon Ball series. We've learned about Goku. We went through the Dragon Ball Z series.
Learned about Gohan. You
Learned a little
sucked
bit about-
in Majin Buu saga.
I just have to say, you fans out there, stop being so critical. I know it was the fans that pretty much got Akira Toriyama to turn around and be like, you know what, we need to make this about Goku. We're losing fans here. Guys, it's not all about Goku. I wanted to see Gohan grow up. I wanted to see what he was made of in that series.
And
But
you watch GT and it's just a joke.
GT is a joke, but it's fun to watch.
I meant like Gohan in GT is just a joke.
Oh, he's
He's a puss.
just terrible. He barely fights. I think he fights in 5 episodes in?
It's baby, yeah. He gets his arm turned into the liquid.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Let's talk about another thing. DBZ Super, the newest show.
Right, I was leading up to that one. We learned a little bit about Gohan. We learned more about Goku, and now we've got Dragon Ball Super after 18 years?
Long time.
Too long. Way too long. I've been waiting for this for ages. Dragon Ball Super, it seems like it's taken a turn towards Vegeta. Let's see what Vegeta's made of.
One of the best stories coming up from that is, well, first of all, let's just say this. Is Piccolo the new Yamcha in Dragon Ball Z Super? Because if you've seen Resurrection F, when Frieza comes back, Golden Frieza, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku, and Vegeta, Piccolo doesn't die in the movie. Gohan dies, and then Piccolo revives him right quick. In the actual anime, that Sorry, Pepper's
Yeah, Kamehameha, ow, guys.
the Resurrection F arc does happen, but Piccolo once again sacrifices his life to save Gohan, and they have to use the Namekian Dragon Balls to bring. It's helping. Fanning your tongue's helping to bring Piccolo back once more, and then it goes to this new arc where they're fighting in this martial arts tournament with different universes. So there's a different universe, Frieza. And there's a couple more, but that's all you really see so far. The different universes of Frieza's name is Frost.
Who's actually, what I've heard, is a fucking... He's much more of an asshole than Frieza. You look at Frieza, and you're going to be like, wow, this guy's a dick.
I mean, starts off, you think he's a good guy. Piccolo can't even sense his evil energy.
Right.
But he's a dick. I wouldn't say he's as evil as Frieza, but he's more to the point than Frieza. Frieza will play with his prey. This guy won't. He's actually, he's cheating in the tournaments and stuff. Piccolo, again, gets shafted, and it's just like...
Which I heard that they rectified after we find out that Vegeta, beats the fuck out of him.
Yeah, Frost they found out he was cheating in the tournament. Therefore, Piccolo was brought back in after getting beat horribly. He was poisoning everyone. He even poisoned Goku to make Goku lose. Goku got brought in, and then... This is where Luigi's talking about it's becoming Vegeta's story. Not just with him being on par with Goku now, both being able to go Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan.
Which I will touch up on this in a moment.
But he allows Frost to be in the tournament, which surprises Whis and everybody else to continue to be in the tournament. And Vegeta fights him next, and one punch, Vegeta destroys him. Done.
Which is another segment that I'm going to do in a second about One Punch Man, which is a great anime. But let's revert back here for a second. Vegeta. Now, when we watched Battle of the Gods, we did hear that there had to be 6 Saiyans. They had to release their energy into one, or 5 Saiyans releasing their energy into one for 6 total.
Yes.
Holy crap, I can't feel my face anymore.
Pan was in the belly.
Right.
So she was still a pure-hearted Saiyan.
Right. I did like the fact that in the show they made her hair blonde and her eyes blue when they powered up. They didn't do that in the movie.
Yeah.
But,
it's like the first female Super Saiyan, almost.
Guys, don't think of this as a plot hole, because every rule is made to be broken. Vegeta did it on his own. He asked for Whis' help. Whis helped him, and he accomplished it, guys.
Same level as Goku.
Actually, Goku openly admits this. Vegeta is stronger.
There you go.
There you go.
What's happening in this crazy world? Something good is happening, because I love Goku, one of my favorite characters. But I've always loved Vegeta.
And let's face facts, we don't know much about Vegeta, then he's a hard ass.
Yes.
And that he's got a little bit of a pure heart to him, but he's a freaking dick. But, now back to this. He one punches a guy and kills him.
The equivalent of Frieza. He gets his revenge, even though it's not really Frieza. It is, though. And one punch, he got his revenge.
And that is sick. And that brings me on to our new topic. One Punch Man. Has anybody seen this series?
I have not. You told me about it.
It's freaking phenomenal. It stars a guy that he's not even a hero. He's a guy that just shows up and he's a hero for fun. He just wants to have some fun with people, kill some bad guys.
Some people.
You know, things like that. The problem with this is he trained for 3 years. He trained until he went bald, guys. And now his biggest problem is everything he fights, he one punches. He doesn't have a formidable foe. Will he ever?
And what happens when he one punches them, Luigi?
They explode. They obliterate.
They die.
They don't just die. I mean, that is a
They
very,
legitimately go.
Oh yeah. There's I think only one that didn't, and it was a giant that he just one punched in. You see a big crater in his face. I mean, this show is phenomenal. I'm really excited for season 2, but I hope they don't do the same thing that they're doing with Attack on Titan right now and prolonging the season. Mm-hmm. Have you seen Attack on Titan?
Yes. Dan Allen actually got me into it.
Oh, yes. This show is just absolutely phenomenal. It's dark. It's a little funny. It's, I mean, it's got its key points, but it's very, very... I'm stuttering now because I'm so hot right now.
The hot pepper is just friggin' insane.
But this show just... It's like everything in one package. I just want to learn more about it, but we haven't seen a season 2 in a year and a half, 2 years?
It's almost as bad as the leap Rick and Morty season 1 to season 2 took. It's just forever.
Man, everything seems to be taking forever. Oh my god, this pepper.
And, I do have one thing real quick. Rick and Morty, it's anime. Well, it's an animated
It's
show.
animated, so we're gonna consider it anime.
Animated. Season 3 is coming out a lot sooner than Season 2 and a lot more episodes. But here's something I want to leave Luigi in. I'm going to take a quick potty break. And you probably won't hear all this, but I'm going to take a quick break real quick. Luigi's going to sit here. And this is copyright Luigi. And if any of you fucks think you can't copyright this from him, I'm also putting this right now. If you try to steal this, right now, it's copyrighted under Pepper Scar Productions and Cockshot Films, my previous company, which has all the copyrights, even Pepper Scar. So if you try to steal this idea from him, you will be sued because I do have a lawyer on retainer.
I can already tell where he's going with this. He wants me to release my story plot for a possible upcoming anime.
Luigi has a great idea, and he's going to tell you a little bit about it while I go shit my brains out. But not really.
Yeah, this probably won't take that long, but, you know. Alright, guys. This is, we'll call it Luigi's story time. I got an idea a few years. Well, actually, no. This one happened 6 months back. I get some ideas every now and then for some, movies, animes, whatever. And I just think back on what relates to my life, and I came up with this idea with Ronin Warriors. But they're not just Ronin Warriors. They are from a league that is, let's say, they're no longer allowed to use magic in their magical realm anymore because their master took away their powers for being dark assholes. Story starts out, I'm gonna paint you guys a picture here. Two cloaked figures walking up a step. Between them, a young man, about the age of 14. They walk up to two big stone temple doors. They open them wide open, let the light in, and you see an old man. And that old man are those Ronin's master. And that is where I'm going to leave you guys because I'm not going to spoil anything. You get a 3-second glimpse into my anime. So piss off all you guys.
You get a little bit more.
Maybe, because I haven't worked out all the details, but yeah, this is. I think we got something going on here. I already spoiled a little bit of the ending for Randy, but yeah.
And we know. Did you say we know people from the Mighty Cons? We know.
Yes,
artists,
we do.
We know animators. This
So-
is not that far out of reach.
This isn't that far to reach, so hopefully.
I can do a bunch of voices, so you'll hire me for some voices, right?
Oh yeah, hell
Well, you
yeah.
don't have to hire me. I don't need to be paid. I would just love to voice
Right,
a bunch
dude.
of characters.
Dude, I'm basically selling you my idea. We're gonna work together. Voice actors would definitely be helpful if we do have some.
Mr. Darren Marler.
Yes, Darren, if you're out there listening to us, I would love if you would help us out. I know we've got some friends. If we got any actors, just contact.
Randy?
Yeah, contact Randy at Pepper Scar. Contact him. You can contact him through Facebook. I think his email's on there. I mean,
www.pepperscar.com.
all right. I think that's it for what I have to say.
First episode. That's it.
Yeah, that's our first episode, guys. I think we did good.
That's amazing.
I mean, I was nervous, but after that chili pepper, I'm just sweating.
See, the
balls
chili
here.
pepper we didn't get nervous because the hot pepper was murdering us the whole time. Like you said, we're gonna do this every week. Even if I have to get Luigi through the PlayStation, we're doing this every week.
Oh, I will make sure that I'm here. I'll ride my bike if I freaking have to. I'll make sure that I'm here for every single one of these things.
Once
I'm
a
a nerd.
week. Every Wednesday.
Yeah.
Something. Well, once a week. We'll release it every Wednesday.
We'll release it every Wednesday, and we'll figure out a time to record it in the meantime. But
Probably record another one Saturday after the challenge.
yeah, man, I'm a nerd. You're a nerd. You guys are all
We
nerds
always
out
have
there.
stuff to talk about. We don't want to talk about everything at once, otherwise this would be an infinite
Right,
podcast.
right. I mean, are we gonna have comments for this thing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right now,
give
we're
us.
starting on YouTube. Eventually, once we have a bunch, we're going to be on iTunes. This is no joke. It's part of Pepper Scar's new media movement. Pepper Scar Productions and Roran Films make the indie films. We got Detective Evil coming out soon. We got
Which I play in.
which I'm also in, and I got a new short film I literally just wrote 2 nights ago at like 4 a.m. called Who Judge, and it's an epic little film. It has a great message. We're also working on Mighty Clown. It's a clown horror movie set in a comic book convention. It's amazing, starring Luigi. Those are just the film. Whenever you see Roran Films, that's because a film is being made.
That one, we have to comment on Mighty Clown. I mean, Okay, so we're heading up to the MightyCon convention in Madison, right? This was a Madison one. We had just the previous week gone to Milwaukee, and we didn't have the best time in the hotel room. I mean,
Yeah.
we were up late, like we couldn't sleep, and then at about 11:50, mind you, we had to get there at about 6 o'clock to try to get everything set up for the con. Ear-shattering scream. And then two little girls running up and down the hallway for about a good, 20 minutes?
Yep.
20, maybe 30 minutes.
Before management even got
Excuse me.
involved.
Before management even got involved. Which, this part, they don't know about, because the baby, Randy's got a kid. I was watching their little girl for him, and, right after they left, they went out for a smoke break, because they were kind of on edge, because they were like, what if that was our daughter? Like, that, it freaked them out. I was sitting there and I heard across the hall, because this is where the commotion was coming from, knock, knock. So, of course, I have to be me and peep through that peephole. Wouldn't you know, but that's when security finally showed up after the parents let the kids into the hotel room. So we weren't having the best time. So we were joking around when we got to Madison.
We were in a beautiful hotel, thanks to Bill.
It was amazing. And we're walking to our hotel room, and we're, of course, joking about what if this place is just as shitty as the last one that we were at. And Randy has to make the comment, what if we walk in there and there's just a clown hanging? And that's where we got the idea for Mighty Clown. Just from that one little comment.
Now it's a movie idea.
Now it just soared, and now it's a movie idea.
That's
And
our Tusk.
that is our Tusk, and that's going to be really, really creepy, but we're going to make you laugh.
Hilariously funny.
Oh my god.
We have a scene. It's the only thing I'm spoiling. I don't want to talk any more about it because we can actually. This could be a big chunk of the next podcast. You see Luigi trying to sleep, and you just see a clown painted dildo go towards his mouth. The camera will cut to Luigi. You not see the clown or the penis, and he just goes, what the hell? And my character wakes up and goes, what in the hell are you doing? And he's like spitting like, bleh, bleh, oh my god, bleh, it tastes like Fruity Pebbles. And I'm just like, did you have a seizure? What is wrong with you? Are you okay? But then the clown's just going to be in the corner. Only Luigi can see it at this point. He's just going,
And that's going to be our great, great comedy.
we got other scenes where
my God.
Luigi's just going to be talking and he's going to be like, and cough up a clown nose instead of a hairball. It's going to be hilarious.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really good film. I can already feel that one.
They'll be hitting all the comedy film fests later this year
And
next year for sure. Just like Detect Evil, it's going to hit some film fests later this year, but next year I'm sending it everywhere. The same thing with Who Judge. I'm getting serious with the film fest now. I love doing local, but I want to go global and just get my name out there more. But yeah, it's part of this media group. Pepper Scar and Roran make the indie films. Pepper Scar is also producing 2 web series. We were discussing and training during this podcast for Flame on Hot Eating Challenges. The next episode we're filming is this Saturday, the Quad Diablo 4 Taco Challenge.
Oh my God.
Each taco gets hotter. It's going to be awesome. Check that new episode out Sunday or Monday. It'll come out. We're also starting the first season of Star Wars Fan Fights where you vote and we film Star Wars characters fighting. It's pretty amazing. There's exclusive voting rights for the Facebook group Star Wars Anything and Everything. So I mean, we got 2 awesome web series from Pepper Scar, a bunch of movies coming out from Pepper Scar and Roran Films, and now you have heard the first episode of the Pepper Scar Productions podcast,
Gassy Radio.
and this has been Randy Lee Beasley.
and Luigi Bonanno, and we've had a great time with you guys.
We will talk into your ear pussies next week.
Very gently.